With his fight, Imam Mahdi will prepare the world for the return of our true Messiah, Jesus. Since the time of the ancients, there has been two distinct systems that have shaped the affairs of our world: the system of the Pharaoh and that of righteousness. The two distinct systems have also been shaped by two distinct bloodlines. The bloodline of Pharaoh, from Ramses II until the rulers of England and America, and the bloodline that has led the battles of yesterday and will lead the victory of tomorrow against all oppression. The bloodline of Abraham, who begot Jacob, Joseph, Moses, Aaron, David, Solomon, Jesus the Messiah, and Muhammad the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon them all. And it is this very bloodline that will conquer the armies of Shaitan at the end of time, through Jesus the Messiah and Imam Mahdi alayhim as-salam. Leaders from the purified bloodline of Abraham against leaders from the tainted bloodline of Pharaoh. Are you ready for their arrival? Are you ready for the great battle of our time?
الشلاق يشوى انصارت أمر لنا أن أنت مشيك
إخوانا تقصون برناش كثير بهمين خير
The message of Jesus Christ was a simple message. He said to his people when they asked him, "Oh, Rabbi, teach us how to pray." He said, "Our Father who art in heaven." He didn't say, "My Father who I'm with in heaven. Hallowed be, praise be thy name." Not my name and our name, but thy name. Thy kingdom come. Not my kingdom come, but thy kingdom come.
What is Islam's view of the end of history? It is the same. It is the same as the Christian view. It is the same as the Jewish view. That there is eternal conflict between truth and falsehood. That final triumph of truth over falsehood would culminate with events which are unfolding in the Holy Land. They're saying the same thing as we are saying. that the events which are unfolding in the Holy Land would themselves culminate with the true Messiah coming to rule the world from Jerusalem. We are not the only ones who are saying this. That false Messiah, in order to impersonate the true Messiah, must rule the world from Jerusalem, from a state of Israel. And when Jesus comes back, He's going to come back to rule the world from Jerusalem. When we see events unfolding in the Holy Land, in the way they are unfolding, number one, the liberation of the Holy Land for the Jews. Number two, the return of the Jews to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own. Number three, the restoration of a state of Israel in the Holy Land which has a PhD in oppression and a PhD in decadence. This cannot be the Holy Israel of David and Solomon. Allah's blessing be upon them. No. This is the work of the Antichrist, of Dajjal, the false Messiah.
Well aware of the role of our Messiah and our Mahdi, and they haven't delayed in their efforts of weakening us all. They have tried to kill our motivation, to direct our emotions at false causes, to implement materialism and the concept of dunya into our lives. All so that when our saviors come, we would be too caught up in their system of corruption to notice. They have made sure that their Messiah, the Dajjal, will have an army of followers far greater than that of the Mahdi and Isa. The global conspiracy as it exists in the world today has all been for one purpose and one purpose alone. Every single aspect of it. The wars that have been in effect, the peace treaties that have been signed, the trade embargoes, the financial collapse, the media war on Islam, the inside job heard round the world, the subliminal messaging, the mass mind control, the secret knowledge of the pharaohs, the sorcery of pop music, the alliance of man and jinn, the battle for your mind, body and soul. All of it has been building up for one purpose. The arrivals.
Dajjal will now attack. He's now in a day which is like our day. When he attacks, he's going to be riding on a donkey which will travel as fast as the clouds and which will have his ears stretched out wide. As they attack Makkah and Medina, the angels defend Makkah and Medina. This is there in Sahih Muslim. And the attack is diverted to Damascus. And then the confrontation takes place. Dajjal is outside and the Imam is inside the masjid. And now history repeats itself. We got them now. There is no escape. We have them in our sights now. As someone else was rubbing his hands, as his army was approaching them, and in front of them was the sea, and behind them is the army, and they're rubbing their hands. We got them now. Who was he? Fir'aun. And so history repeats itself. But at the last moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Musa alayhi salam, Take your rod and strike the water. And then the divine intervention took place, the miracle. And the believers were saved. As the Jews are rubbing their hands, we've got them now, we've cornered them. At that last moment, history repeats itself. The Son of Mary comes down with his hand resting on the wings of two angels.